This dynamic duo is the authority on taking the overwhelm out of leading a healthy lifestyle. Champion you to build a foundation for health, happiness, and success. They are leading a revolution on physical, nutritional, and emotional empowerment, helping you find a balance between work, family, and self. They strive to maximize your personal success, overcome your challenges, transform your body, increase your energy, attain your goals, and focus on overall wellness so you can feel consistently better about yourself and can perform better in all aspects of your life. Let's take the overwhelm out and achieve balance through physical, nutritional, and emotional awareness. Introducing renowned health strategists, life trainers, global speakers, authors, coaches, entrepreneurs, motivators, the one and only powerhouse couple, Craig and Jenny D.
Right, we're going live to the guys this morning. At after o'clock in the morning in America now. And we're going to Sweden as well.
Good morning, David.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Doing well. How about you?
I'm absolutely sensational in my new svelte figure here now. I only fit in one leg of me trouser of me pajama bottoms now. I don't have to put the other leg in.
I love it.
Oh, man.
See, we can't wait to see you and check it out, man. I bet you're looking amazing.
Oh, yeah. Well, they only wear half my pajamas at a time. It's great. He cuts down on the washing. It's me underpants
the beauty
now.
of radio. We can all be in our pajamas or naked or whatever we choose. It's gorgeous.
That's exactly right.
I know, it's lovely.
As long as we don't accidentally hit the video button here on this computer, we're good to go.
Oopsie daisy.
Hey, we're in the middle of another snowstorm over here in Pennsylvania.
You're joking. You've not got more snow again.
Oh, my goodness. We are going to get probably a foot of snow today.
Oh, my God. Get rid of the car. Get a sledge. That's what. Get some huskies and get a sledge. That's what I say. It'll cut down on the fuel costs. That's another good way of becoming economical.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, you got to watch us later on Facebook, though, because we'll be out in our backyard. We literally live on top of this huge hill, so it's like a ski resort here, and we have this hill that we can go sledding on. So you'll see us, we start at the top, and we just disappear into the distance. You can't even see us by the time we get to the bottom. So check it out later as we try to get out there with the kiddos.
It takes a day and a half to get back up to your house when I've seen that on the video before. I thought, God, the kid, you set off on one of them, what was it, an inner tube that you gave the kids to slide down on, and they disappeared off this tube. Poof. I thought it was one of the events in the Winter Olympics. It went that far. I thought, how far away are they going here? I mean, you'd send out a search party for your kids if that was anyone back in the UK. They'd be worried to death.
It's great, though. You get flying on this thing. It's so much fun. It is awesome. But, we have got a packed show this morning. We have actually got two guests on this morning. So, Craig, who do we have up first here?
All right. So, actually, first, we've got Teo Branzell. And you know what? With Teo, he was overweight and bullied. And then he went, to Fit and Fabulous as an entrepreneur at the age of 15 years old. At 15 years old, which is absolutely amazing. And so, Teo, how are you doing this morning? We want you to tell us a little bit more about your story and really, what keeps you going? What really helps you? What motivated you to do all this?
Well, it's a long story.
Well,
but really, it's what keeps me motivated is I don't want to feel. I want to be able to love myself. I want to feel confident. I don't want to feel this pain that I did before.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, and Teo, I remember. So we met Teo. For all the listeners out there, we met Teo back in November in Los Angeles. And let me say first of all that as a teenage boy, I was just amazed by this young man's confidence because
Completely.
we were at a conference with 2,500 entrepreneurs from around the world, and he sought us out. And he came to all of our movement classes in the morning. We run a program called Mega Energy. He came and he worked out with us every day. And then he approached us and he said, you know what? I'd really like to talk to the two of you. Would you go to lunch with me? And of course, we were wide open to it. It was absolutely amazing, as we have 5 children here at home ourselves, and we wanted to know this guy's story and find out all about him and how we could help him. And you said something to us that day about your desire at this point in your life, being a teenager, that you really wanted to, be able to start dating and that sort of thing. And there was a specific moment, I'm thinking you'll probably remember what I'm talking about, that you came to this realization and you said something about love. And can you tell everybody what that was, about what that trigger was, what you said to yourself that day?
Back then, I hated myself. My parents always told me never, ever to use the word hate because it's such a powerful word.
Yeah.
But I hated myself, but I did not look myself in the mirror for 2 years. So,
wow.
So before I actually went on this journey, I actually got a girlfriend that I forgot to mention. But
okay.
The thing was, I wasn't really happy because I felt like, how can I love someone when I don't even like myself?
That's exactly what it was. Say that one more time. I want to make sure our listeners heard that.
How can I love someone else if I don't even like myself?
Mm-hmm. That is so, so true in so many ways. And I just think it is absolutely stunning to me, amazing that at your young age, you were able to have that realization that you couldn't love somebody else if you couldn't even love yourself. And that is so powerful.
Yeah, I mean, it normally takes a lifetime for somebody to actually probably realize that, and maybe even past that lifetime.
Yeah.
So that is.
And it's so important, that message for all of you out there listening to really think about that is, what words are you saying to yourself? Teo said it. He hated himself, as he uses that word. And maybe you don't hate yourself. Maybe you just dislike certain things. But what is that self-talk? What do you say to yourself? And how is that really impacting your other relationships? So, Teo, take us through, because I think it's important for some of our listeners, some of that process that you went through, right? To go from where you were, right, looking in the mirror saying, I hate myself, to how you got to where you are today, which truly is, when I say fit and fabulous, I know you guys can't see Teo on the screen since this is radio.
Yeah, we've seen pictures. So we know what he looks like.
Yeah, what did that transformation look like, and how did you get there? I know you told us about your daily schedule when you decided to make these changes. What was that?
Well, first of all, before I even started with the weight loss journey, I got my mindset right. Because if I wouldn't have done that, there was no way that I would be able to have the discipline and be able to go through, even to this day, every day, not giving in to cravings, which I'll touch on a bit later, or here have this, like if someone's offer a cake, no thank you.
Right.
So you gotta get your mindset straight. That was the first thing. Then when I started, I did a cleanse, or I call it a cleanse. It's basically when you clean out your body and reset your taste palates.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can do it through juicing, or I did it through a 3-week process when I only ate for the 2 first weeks, I only ate chicken and eggs. That was it. Nothing else.
Wow.
And then the third week, I added some vegetables, some spinach. And then after that, I started adding some slow digesting carbohydrates such as brown rice and sweet potatoes. And since then, for 1.5 years, I never had a craving since then.
That's
amazing.
phenomenal. It really is. I mean, it's like when I think about, our children, when I think about children that, we've seen, if they couldn't have a juice box, say, some type of candy or cake or, celebration of some sort, and you're doing that at your age, that what you want to accomplish at your age. To me, you're an inspiration to me. You're an inspiration to all the teens out there. And all the listeners out there, you guys he's an inspiration to everybody in the world to know that it doesn't matter what age you're at, who you are, whatever your situation is that you can actually do it, and you can pull yourself out of any spiral that you're in by changing your mindset. And changing his nutrition. That is just, and how he does it at 15 is amazing.
Yeah, it really is, Teo. And we want to talk more about that. And we're going to take a song break here in just a second. But if I'm correct, you actually did all of this on your own. And you actually, I remember you telling me when you came home from school in the afternoon, you would spend the entire evening educating yourself on fitness and nutrition. Is that true?
Yes, I did. So I know a lot, even though I never say it.
I know you do. I know you do from the conversations we've had. You've self-educated in this area, and you probably know more than most of the nutritionists and personal trainers out there, quite frankly. This kid is, and I use the term kid lightly. He's an amazing young man. But we have a song for him right now, and then we're going to come right back to you, Teo. But we have got Shine by Take That, and this is just for Teo.
Wow. Right, we're back with the guys.
All right.
So what do you think, Dave? We're gonna put you on Teo's cleanse.
Unbelievable. I tell you what, though, what a fantastic lad. He speaks English better than I do, for number one.
Well, we won't go there.
I don't even worry about confidence, Teo, because you'll blow people away with your approach to life. Now you'll blow people away, and you'll have more women falling for you than you'll ever know that you'll. When you look back in 15 years' time, you go, my God, what happened?
Well, this is why he's staying so fit in the gym, because he's going to have to, run from them. They're all going to be chasing him down. This boy's got to stay fit.
Or if they're nutters, you'll have to knock him out. I'm telling you, they'll have you mithering you to death.
Isn't this a great story, though, Dave? Isn't this uplifting?
Unbelievable. Yeah. Top lad as well. If you've got a mentality like that and you're struggling and you're thinking, I haven't got the confidence to do it. I was a nightmare. I'll tell you a story. When I was a boy, I wouldn't go, because I was just quite chronically shy. I wouldn't go to other kids' parties or anything like that when I was a kid. And then what brought me out was my dad made me DJ at one of his friend's daughter's birthday parties, and I wouldn't talk to people before, and then for some reason I thought, how am I going to do this? And I was only about 12, I think, and I was forced into this position of having to do it with another friend of mine, and he had all the equipment, and my dad said, right, you do it, you've got to present this and introduce everybody, and all the parents were there and all these kids, and I thought, what am I going to do? And then just out of pure being scared, I started making people laugh. And from that gave me the confidence. And I thought, what am I worried about? If people don't like me, fine. But then there was more people that were finding that was funny than there was people going, oh, what an idiot, And then after that, what am I worried about? That's how my career took off, with having confidence. And I just thought, right, well, I've got this natural way of being able to make people put a smile on their face and make them laugh, and from that, that's how I,
and you do. You're amazing at it. You're amazing. So, all right, back to Teo here, and tell us about the fitness side a little bit, because I know that was also a piece of your journey in addition to the nutrition.
Well, it was a boring schedule, really. I went to school. Then I went to the gym, and then I went home and just educated myself as much as possible about the body and working out, different techniques, read studies. It was a lot of information to take in.
Yeah.
And still taking in.
Yeah, right. Because you're still doing it, right? This is kind of a never-ending process for you. You have this hunger to learn more about how you can stay in the best shape possible and as healthy as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. And I just love, tell them a little bit about your inspiration that you have to help others on this journey.
It's really, I want to help other people because I know what it feels like to be in this position.
Mm-hmm.
And I've actually helped my brother lose about 25 pounds now in the last
congratulations.
2 months.
Congratulations.
You can imagine their house, can't you? All the girls parking up outside, coming knocking on the door. Can we see you and your brother? I bet they're queuing up down the road.
Your mom's putting more deadbolts on the door right now. I can see it coming. I know what's happening out there.
got more fans than ever in Sweden, them too now.
What's that?
I said they'll have more fans than ever in Sweden now that Teo and his brother.
That's right. So if you had one message for the listeners out there about how they could begin changing their life, what would it be?
You need to find your why, and it can't be a simple why. It needs to be a really deep. Because I wanted to change because I hated myself and did all my life. It can't be, I want to lose some weight because I want to have a nice body for the summer.
Right.
Because that won't push you every day for half a year.
Yeah.
Or the rest of your life.
Right. Because it's a lifestyle, right? And you've created an entirely new lifestyle for you and really your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it really is. So like Teo said, it's finding that why and finding what is going to motivate you for the long term because it's not short run. So Teo, I know that you had said to us that you had a special offer that you wanted to make out to our listeners today. Do you want to tell them what that is?
So I will be helping you personally. And if you have some sort of a disease or something, I have a few specialists who might be able to help as well. But I will do, I was thinking 10 people max, but I'm doing 50 people now.
Say that one more time.
15?
I'm going to help 50.
Wow, Teo. So listeners, I'll just say that again. Teo has offered to reach out and let 15 people that he is willing to help coach along to make the life-changing choices that you want that are going to really change your life in the direction that you're looking to go. So if you are interested in having Teo help you out, and I'm telling you what, it will be absolutely life-changing. I'm going to give you his email address right now, but we're going to put that out on our Facebook page as well. It's Teo, Teo 100.Branzell, BRANZELL @gmail.com. And I just know that your email inbox is probably going to blow up a little bit later today.
Exactly. Yeah.
So be prepared for that. This is going to be absolutely amazing because I know that you've just transformed your own life and you want to transform others. And we thank you so much.
Thank you very much
for being on here with us this morning and sharing your story because I know that you've inspired others around the world. And,
thank you for bringing me on.
Oh, you are so welcome. And right now we are going to go to our next song right before we bring on our next guest. So the next song is Wham! And I'm Your Man.
That's right.
There you are.
There we go.
We're back.
Right, away you go.
Right. Hey,
All right.
you know, I love the wham kick that you're on today.
Yes, yeah.
I used to, as a kid, ride around on my little Hot Wheel in the basement with my
Did you?
sister listening to wham.
You can envision that, can't you?
Oh, you're only 18 though, aren't you? So it's not that long ago.
It was just, you know, like 10 years ago. Yep,
Yeah.
I had my big bangs on my hair, and I had my hair up in these big ponytails that my mother had curlers in. My hair all night, so it was nice and curly.
Did
oh,
you?
it was just adorable.
That sounds exactly like me. That's worrying. The thing though, I was riding round on a penny farthing, not what you had.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we have got our next guest on. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to have Shirley Stewart with us because we met this woman also out in LA in November.
Yes.
It's a great crowd out there. I'll tell you what, you never know who you're going to meet. And she was coming to our movement routines every single morning. She was there at the crack of dawn before anybody else walked into the room. She was there joining us. This woman is a ball of energy. I could spend the next half an hour telling you about her background, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let her tell you a lot of it. But so you know, she's actually in Northern Virginia. She's in the Washington, D.C. area. And she is she's one of the senior managers for SAS in the electrical industry. And she spends most of her time when she's outside of work. She loves reading, writing her own quotes. She loves exercising and physical activities. That's what keeps her going. Networking, learning new things, traveling. And most importantly, she is most well known for helping people to implement a just and kind society by creating a better world for all beings. So we couldn't think of a better person to bring on here with us this morning and talk about all of the amazing work she's doing. So good morning, Shirley.
Good morning, Shirley. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
We
Wait,
can.
yeah,
You're a
if you
little
get
bit
near- I
quiet,
was
so
gonna
you
say.
can talk up.
Yeah, move a little closer.
Okay. What about
All
that?
right.
What is
So
she?
we're
I was going to say, where is she on a block of flats? Move nearer to your microphone so we can hear you. We can't hear you.
Morning.
Can you move any closer to the microphone?
You're a little closer?
Yeah, how's that?
That's better.
That is better.
That's
There you
better.
go.
All
Yes,
right. So how are things going down there in Virginia this morning?
Oh, everything's just fantastic. Just fantastic.
Are you guys getting any snow down there?
Well, they're saying it's supposed to be rain today, but they're saying
Okay.
it's supposed to be rain today. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, you
it-
stay safe down there. We're getting pounded with the snow up here, so.
There you go. Well, I'll tell you, first of all, you were a ball of energy. You were ready to rock and roll everything, all right? And, the first question that I've got for you, okay, that, if I was a world leader, what policies would I want to implement to ensure a just and kindly society?
Well, I believe that, as I stated, transformation doesn't just happen. It takes a plan and an action and a support system. So with me, I would want to have the understanding of who you are. And you also have to know, just not being who you are, you have to understand in concrete understanding that you are who you are. And if you want to change, you have to change. But it takes a plan.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And tell us a little bit about how you've implemented that thus far in your life and what you're doing right now as a leader in your community to really create that better world for everybody.
Well,
Because
what
you have also, just to throw it in, you have quite a background too. So throw in here some of the stuff that you've done because you've been quite a pioneer in the electrical field as a female. And so can you tell them a little bit about that and what you've done and how you've kind of pioneered things?
You're not fell over, have you, Shirley? Talk to us.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, now we can.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I just want to say that, I've been in the electrical industry for almost 44 years. Can you hear me?
Yep. You're
Yep.
doing good now. Yep.
Okay. I've been in this, yes, Can you hear me? Okay. I don't know why I keep. Okay. I've been in this electrical industry for 44 years, and it's for me. It started when I'm doing good. Good. Okay.
Carry on, go on. You're okay. We can hear you fine. Keep going.
Okay. So for 44 years in the business of electrical, I started off as a helper here in Washington, D.C., right out of high school. And my mom had asked me, she said, Shirley, okay, what do you want to do? So actually, I've always wanted to get into the music.
Right.
In the music industry. And so, but instead, I ended up taking a trade to become an electrician. Because I wanted to make money first before going to college. So anyway, I got into the trade as the first female in 1974. And from there, I moved on. During that time, as the first female to get into the trade, there was also a transformation period for me. I was dealing with some acne on my face. I had acne. And I used to wonder, well, why do I have acne when I'm in my trade? So what I did, I was watching TV one day through the program Dr. And he was showing people who had severe acne. And I said, wow, if he can solve their problem, he can solve mine. So I went to California, which is where he was based at, Orange County, California. And I went there, he gave me some cleansing to clean my face, just like a cleansing product, no medicine, Western medicine or anything, it was all natural. And it really helped. He also gave me a book to read, and I want you to read this book. So I read the book, and what it was, it gave me instruction on what to eat, how to eat. So I started reading the book and going through different steps, and next thing I know, it led me into becoming a vegetarian. From then I became, now I'm a raw vegan, plant-based diet lifestyle. But through that process, go ahead.
Yeah, and I was gonna, and you've been plant-based now for 33 years, is that correct?
About 30-something years now, I've been on plant-based diet. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to recap a little bit for our listeners because the call's breaking up a little bit. So when she was starting in the electrical industry, she had severe acne on her face. And so instead of using chemical products and taking medications, she actually went to a clinic where they showed her how to do this naturally by changing what she was eating, cleaning her body from the inside out. You're hearing a theme this morning, right? Where Teo was saying, what was the first step that he took to change his body? The first step that he took was he did nutritional cleansing and he changed his nutritional habits. You have to understand that everything we see on the outside of our body is showing us what's going on the inside of our body. So if we have any sort of skin conditions, if we're holding on to excess weight, all of these things are giving us clues about what's going on internally in our body. And we can't ignore that because if we do, it's going to manifest into disease within our bodies as well.
And remember, your body whispers to you. Then after it whispers, it gets louder and louder and louder. And the other thing is, which I'm really amazed at with the theme that we're talking about this morning, is these are two people that at a young age realized what they needed to do and how they needed to change, and they took the initiative on their own to make those changes at a young age. That is absolutely amazing, and you've got to give yourself a pat on the back for that, Shirley.
That's right, because Shirley's only 18 now, right, Shirley?
That's right. I'm 18 going on 62.
Right there, we're going to take a quick music break. We've got Earth, Wind, and Fire. Let's groove.
All right.
Oh, there you go, Earth, Wind and Fire. Next Back Radio with Craig and Jenny D. And our special guest this morning, we've got Shirley out in Washington, D.C.
Hello.
Hey, David.
Hello, hello, hello.
Right.
We're back.
Shirley, you there?
Is she there?
Shirley,
She's not gone wandering off again, has she?
Uh-oh.
Here.
Oh, there
She's
you
there.
are.
I
All
hear her
right.
now.
Actually, sounds pretty good. All right. Well, hey, listen, Shirley, let me ask you a question now that you're back. And how in the world did you become such a fearless entrepreneur?
What was? What was your question?
And the question is, how did you become such a fearless entrepreneur, Shirley?
Well, how did I become such a fearless entrepreneur? Well, you know, being a woman, can you hear?
Yeah, keep going. Go on. You're fine. We can hear you.
Okay. Being a woman in a non-traditional trade. Can you? Okay, being a woman in a non-traditional trade is what pushed me to become more fearless. Because let me just explain this. First of all, when you become a licensed electrician, you're pretty much in business for yourself. And I was getting jobs and opportunities while I was still in training. And during that time, I was also building my clientele, my customer base. So becoming a fearless entrepreneur to me is that you have to continue to keep maintaining peak performance. And you also have to know that you have haters. And having that, maintaining that peak performance is what pushed me, continue to push me to do what I do today as an entrepreneur and fearless entrepreneur. Because you're going to have haters, you're going to have people who want to say you can't do things. But I've been able to prove that a woman can do whatever she wants, or anybody can do whatever they put their mind to.
That's exactly right.
That's exactly right. Yeah, comes back to that mindset again.
It really does. I mean,
the mindset. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what age you are, what race, what color, what anything. You put your mind to anything, and you can do it. And that is what is so inspiring. Okay, about you, and you're showing everybody. It doesn't matter who or what you are, that you can accomplish anything that you want.
So one last question here, Shirley. Do you have a clear message for your life? And if so, what is that?
I have a worldwide message that to have a justice and kindly society worldwide.
I like it. Very plain.
Just, wait a minute. Just and kindly society. Just and kindly society.
I love it, Shirley. That's so important. That's so important for all of us. And I know that you were doing a ton of amazing work out there.
Yes.
Not only in the electrical industry, but by going out and helping others. And I'm telling you, if you guys could meet Shirley in person, the energy that this woman brings into a room is just phenomenal. And if I can ask you one more thing, I have to, because I'm just so curious about it. So you told me something in your interview here that I was not aware of, and I've just got to know how this all happened. So if I understand it correctly, you were actually hired as one of the electricians on the Discovery Channel for the reality TV show called Garage Takeover.
Yes, I was. And that was very interesting. I had 20 minutes to come up with a script. This was at a hotel of thousands of people that was being interviewed for this, to be an actor. I had 20 minutes. So I would go into the bathroom in a hotel and look into the mirror and just come up with my script. When I walked into the room of the 10 or 15 people, I did it. And I was proud. Let me tell you, life, everything we do is building confidence every day. People may not understand it, but you have to build your confidence, but you got to take chances. You got to take chances out here to make it happen and make it fun, because I like having fun.
That's right. It's all about, in my mind, it's all about enjoying the journey, right? You've got to take chances.
Enjoy the journey, that's right. And opportunities will come all the time.
That's right. Because if we say, well, I'll be happy when, well, no, we really won't, because as soon as we reach that goal, then we always have a new goal. So are we always going to be happy when, or are we going to be happy right now on our way to getting there?
Right. And by the way, I don't know if I said it, they did hire me as an electrician.
That is so awesome. Yeah. So for those of you listening, we're with Shirley Stewart right now, and she was actually an electrician for the reality TV show called Garage Takeover. I know that we have that here in the States. I'm guessing that plays in other places around the world as well, so people know what we're talking about. But we really appreciate you coming on this morning because you were such an inspiration to those out there. And that was really the theme around this morning was, these two people walking in very different parts of the world, very different lives, but both finding the inspiration from within to break free from the limiting beliefs and the limits that they felt that were placed on them in life to do whatever they wanted to do and reach just amazing accomplishments. So we're so grateful that you were able to join us. We'll put Shirley's contact information on our Facebook page, Craig and Jenny D, as well as Teo's information so that you guys can reach out and get in touch with them. Make sure that you go to our page, like it, leave us a comment if you have anything to tell us, and if you have some ideas of things you'd like us to cover, certainly comment on the page as well and let us know that, because we are here to inform you guys and keep educating you and to have some fun on these Wednesday shows here with Uplevel Your Norm. So we are going to go right now to our final song for this morning, which is Westlife, World of Our Own.
We are. And I was going to say, that job that Shirley was doing, that electrical job, there's no way I could have done that. I'm colourblind. The amount of times oh my God, the amount of times where I've gone to change a plug and then I thought, oh no, better not, just in case. Bang.
Oh man.
Well,
what another good morning, David. But you got to go out there, man. You got to listen to these guys and keep on with your nutritional program you're on right now, because I know you're doing amazing.
I know. Wait till you see the photos of me. You'll be you'll go. It'll be a conversation stopper. Trust me.
I know it will.
I've got to the point now where Shannon's throwing me and the dogs are retrieving me. I've lost that much weight.
You are always a conversation stopper, Dave.
Right, guys. Speak to you next week. Brilliant show.
All right.
Take care.
Have an amazing day.
Take care.